Hey guys, Gecko here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm playing some Pokemon FireRed, and I'm actually doing a voiceover right now because my microphone's screwed up, and you know how it can be with technology, so, whatever. Anyway, so basically this episode, go into a cave, and yeah, a lot of different stuff, but I mean, we get out of the cave and get to the next city and battle the gym leader. It's a long story, but you're gonna find out anyway. It was a really good recording when I recorded this. It was hard to bring myself to remake it, even though the audio, you know, it was just that the music of the actual game is just so overwhelmingly over the actual audio, and I might do a vocal remover. I might even just be able to keep the audio there and just have it kind of low, so I can keep the music in, because it's just ridiculous how low the microphone was, and I don't know why it will occasionally do something like that. It changed my volume to 54, and this is a little bit more of a quiet mic. It's definitely one that doesn't like to pick up stuff that's not right in front of it, and I personally like that because my computer, it's not noisy at all. It's actually very quiet, but it does have fans, so occasionally they'll be like about that loud, but I still wouldn't want them to pick it up. I wouldn't want them to pick up, you know, me clicking on my keyboard too much. Some of my old mics did that, so, you know, you get the gist. Anyway, so yeah, in this episode, the reason I really didn't want to re-record it is I got into some deep stuff about YouTubers and, you know, my idea of being a YouTuber and all that, and, you know, the thing that I don't want to become, and I'm not saying that I ever will become it, or that I have a chance of becoming it, because I am nowhere near people like ZexyZek or SkyDoes Minecraft, or anybody I'm going to talk about in this video, particularly those two. So, yeah, if you've been following either of them on Twitter, you know or been watching their videos, been reading the comments, you probably know what's going on, so I don't really need to explain it. And, also, just a side note, if you guys do enjoy me doing these kind of voiceovers, talking about stuff, not concentrating so much on the gameplay, do let me know. Then I will start doing that some more, because I find it kind of easier because I'm not focusing as much on the gameplay, and I'm definitely not going to do it for everything if that happens, but I will do it for some things, such as Pokemon FireRed, which is it's a series you would want to do that on, because the gameplay it's not stale or anything, but it's pixelated, you know, it's older, it's a child's game. It's not a Minecraft where you have to actually focus on everything and do everything like that, and it's actually interesting talking about it. But, you know, for videos like that, I can make notes, and sometimes I do that. I'll be like, oh, I'm going to talk about this and this in this video, and I'll do that, and it'll be cool. So yeah, as we run into a Zubat here, I'm actually watching, if you guys didn't know as well, so I'm watching along with you guys, which is also really cool. Yeah, I started to talk about stuff and not just make fun of the Pokemon as I normally do with this freaking Zubat, and, yeah, later on you're gonna see this really annoying Starmie that would not freaking stop using the move Recover, and then Harden, and Recover, and Harden. And of course, knowing me with a Fire-type Pokemon and a low-level Electric, which still has a good effect on them, but does not have any health, it got a bit annoying. So, anyways, basically, you know, what I was gonna talk about in this episode was some stuff that's been going on Twitter, and a lot of people have been talking about this and saying stuff about it, and so I'm just gonna get into it. I guess I kind of delayed this a little bit because also it's a long video. You guys will find that out as well, but I didn't want to jump right into it. I wanted to let you guys know what's going on and everything. So yeah, that's cool. Anyways, so basically what people have been claiming is that SkyDoes Minecraft called ZexyZek a fag, which is not very nice even to call people who are gay, because it's just extremely rude. And, you know, I've liked SkyDoes Minecraft for a while. Some people think he's really stale, and they don't like that he just does mini games now and stuff like that. I think he's funny, so, I mean, maybe as a person, he doesn't quite deserve where he got, but he definitely earned it with his comedy. So, I mean, yeah, I think he kind of deserves it. Not in a way of integrity or anything to that matter, but no. As a person, as being funny, he definitely deserves it. I think he's very funny, and I think that is the 10 million is a count of how funny he is. But he's also, and he said, like, when he got 1 million subscribers, and I feel like he was less self-worshipping before. He seems to think now, and please don't hate if you guys like Sky Does Minecraft. I totally respect him, and if, like, he would ever view this video, if Sky Does Minecraft, say, someday in the future, actually viewed this video, I don't mean it as bad towards him. I'm just kind of disappointed, and I thought he was more mature than that. I mean, it's easy to tell that he's a little immature, and not in any way trying to offend him, but, you know, I mean, he kind of is. But I mean, that's okay. He can be who he wants to be. But still, I think, considering ZexyZek is only 14, and I'll be 14 in like a month, it's kind of a bad thing to do to somebody that age, to be honest. It's very, very rude, and I know none of the stuff is still on Twitter. I don't know if it ever was on Twitter, if what people are claiming. It may be something else. Don't quote me on this. You can say people have been saying this. Don't quote me on this, though. Don't be like, oh, Gecko's Gaming said that he called him a fag. Well, yes, I did, but I also said that I was not completely sure, and that it's completely a rumor, but he definitely said something very rude. You can see that on Twitter, that, I might be able to find the links. I don't think I will be able to at all, but I might be able to find the links for some of this, below, if I can send you to some of ZexyZek's tweets. He said, and I quote him on this, you have said some very rude and derogatory things in the past thing. Then he was saying something about how, I don't know what sparked this, but I'd like to just leave it aside. It's okay, you know, but, he said, you know, it wasn't kind and you shouldn't have said that. And there's also a tweet that's still up from Sky Does Minecraft. I don't know if it's still up right now. It's definitely up while I'm recording this. I don't know if it will be up when you guys are watching this, but where Sky Does Minecraft said, you know, he was like, I don't have to compete with a child or something like that. And I found that, like, really rude, and I was actually kind of really surprised. I guess some people weren't. I guess they were all expecting this from Sky Does Minecraft or something like that, but I didn't. I thought it was very surprising. I thought in general he was kind of, even if he didn't really act like it sometimes, that he meant well. Like, he's always said, like, sometimes he'll cuss, right? But he always says that he doesn't want, it's not okay to call people that. You know, as long as, you know, it's okay to say it, but not to actually call people that, you know? Like, not say F you to somebody, you know? But say, you know, that plant is effing weird, you know? It's because it's a plant. So, you know, he's saying that's bad, and that's what he cares about. Only trainers or a policy about Pokemon can turn pro. What is your approach when you catch and train? You're so funny, Misty. Anyways, yeah, so I just, that surprised me. It really did. And if he really called him a faggot, then that's not okay. You know, especially because he's going back on his own word about how bad that is. He's going back on everything that he meant and everything that he said, and it's just, it doesn't seem right to me at all. It doesn't seem like, and I know when he hit like 1 million subs, he was like, you know, looking at that number makes me so humbled. But right now, I don't feel like he's humbled. I feel like he's self-worshipping, and it doesn't comply with me. He's kind of going against his own word, and it's actually really strange. So, yeah, that's that. You guys can give me your take on it in the comments below, and I think I'll move on to something else, because we do have quite a bit of this video left. And I've been splurting out words like rapid fire. So, yeah, I didn't get to that until way into the video last time. So, covered that, and yeah, hopefully I can keep doing that. Sorry if you heard that. I had to shake my mouse because my computer screen fell asleep. I haven't touched it for so long. See, that's the thing about gameplay videos. I'm always moving stuff around as well, so it doesn't fall asleep. I might have to change the settings on that or something. I don't know. Anyway, I do, oh, and here's the annoying star you again. You'll watch this and be like, what? It's really annoying. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil the rest of the video for you, but quite a few fails on this video, to be honest. But I mean, who cares? I've been failing a lot recently at stuff. I guess I don't know. I really want to please you guys, and I want to be good at the games I play. And I used to be. I feel like I'm normally really good at them, especially when I'm not recording. And then I think, oh no, I gotta be good at this for the camera, and then I do terrible at it because I crack under pressure. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I think I'm gonna be talking about some different stuff. I'm gonna be talking about how people are surprised, and Review Tech USA, and I think Friendly AI, and maybe even Machinima covered this, but I thought I'd give my thoughts on as well. People have been talking about how YouTubers get sponsorships from games to play those games, and there's a lot of mixed feelings about it. I honestly think it's okay. I don't think I'd do it myself, because it just feels dishonest, and I play games because I like games, not because people pay me to play them. And yeah, so people have been talking about this, and how like some like small percentage of YouTubers, and it was actually a really small percentage, but some small percentage of large YouTubers, I think it was like 11% of people over 5,000 subscribers, didn't they got sponsorships from games to play their games, or like review their games. But you know, and I think that's okay. If somebody, honestly, to play a game, you know, like on your channel, to do an actual playthrough, that's a huge commitment. But I can understand somebody paying you to do a review of it. But the one thing is, as long as it's an honest review, it's not okay to go and do a review of a game and say good things about that game just because some dude with wads of cash, you know, pulled out a you know, I don't know, a $40 bill. There's no $40 bill, Jake. Thank you. Pulled out 220s, so you would give a good review of your game, and you said yes. One, that's horrible. Why would you do that? That's being a complete jerk. And two, and I believe I just lost that battle. Yeah, anyway, and two, if anybody finds out about that, they're going to give your channel so much hate. You will never grow. You will never do any better. Tons of people will unsub to you. That's a horrible, horrible idea. Why in the world would you give a dishonest review of something like that? Because some dude gives you money. And a couple people actually, like, admitted to that. And that's ridiculous. Why? Actually, I don't know if they actually admitted to it. They admitted, like, I may be getting this all mixed up. Sorry. If I ever decide to make a series out of these voiceovers, then I promise you I will do better and have more references. But yeah, it seems like a couple of them were saying that they actually did, like, give good reviews just because people did, and that honestly is just retarded. And you know what? Another thing that's really retarded, and that I don't support it at all, is and maybe I sound like Review Tech USA right now. I did watch his video on it, but and I'm saying a lot of things he did say, not any of his exact words, but you know, he and I don't feel like playing through games is really good either. I mean, it's okay. I wouldn't do it myself. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why I keep backtracking and not actually going towards the subject. But jeez, I just lost my train of thought. Alright, I'll be back to you in a sec. What I don't support is when companies again, this is another thing I don't support, is when companies actually, like, remove reviews of things because they didn't like the review. That's horrible. Like, companies will actually do that. Like, they'll go, you know, they'll ask you to, like, do a review of it, and I can understand that. I feel like that's fine as long as you give an honest review. But they'll actually, like, take them down from the website they said they were, like, gonna put it on or something. Because you didn't say exactly, oh, it's so perfect and everything. But, like, and I've heard of this before, and Review Tech USA talked about it. He reviewed some console where he actually, he got the console, and it was a knockoff console, right? But it was really good, and it played games really well, okay? And everything was great about it, except for the controllers. The controllers weren't good. I'm pretty sure you could buy other controllers for it. He said the controllers were not good at all. You know, everything else he said about it was great. So it didn't matter. It didn't matter at all, but the company decided to take it down anyway, because he said their controllers weren't perfect. You know, he can't go out there and say, oh, hey guys, these controllers are perfect, the console's perfect, go buy it, it's great. He can't say that if the controllers suck and you can't use them properly. That doesn't make any sense at all, and I don't understand anybody would actually support something like that, to be honest. So, it's kind of boggling for me, that somebody would actually do that. So, anyway, yeah, that's that, and, again, your opinions, leave them in the comments below, and, yeah, so, as we keep playing this game, I guess I'll just talk about, and, again, doing a voiceover. I didn't expect this voiceover to be as, and I know I keep saying Review Tech USA, and I'm sorry I keep saying it, but as Review Tech USA, as this is way more Review Tech USA as I thought it would, than I thought it would be, because I don't normally do stuff like this. I thought I would, like, look at the game stream and be like, Faux Army used water pulse. Oh no, it's super effective, you know, stuff like that. But honestly, that's not happening. And I don't know, my video, my audio might be timed out with the video now because I paused and I went back to where I thought I had stopped talking during the video. And anyway, one sec, guys. Anyway, yeah, so, as I keep talking here, I'm just gonna talk about what my upcoming exciting games I'm excited for, coming up this year. So, yeah, first one starting off with, of course, and some people say, oh, it's not that great. I think it's gonna be pretty good. It looks good. Maybe it'll be a complete flop. I thought Watch Dogs was a total flop. I was so excited for it. Comes out, I get it, and I'm like, this is the game? Are you serious? It was so boring. Every mission was exactly the same, and I'm sorry if you guys disagree with me. Again, you have the complete right to, and let me know. It doesn't matter to me. You can have a different opinion, and I completely respect that. If you guys enjoyed the game, then go ahead, play some Watch Dogs, but it wasn't for me. I thought it was very boring, and I thought the gameplay was stale. I thought it didn't look as good as it was, and people actually talked about this, how they had extra E3 shaders that they removed because they didn't think that they had made it as computer compatible as they had thought. So, yeah, the whole thing I thought was kind of a mess. But, anyway, yeah, so first one I'm starting off with is Destiny. And yeah, Destiny, I've seen some of the actual multiplayer shooting gameplay. It looks pretty cool to me. I think it would be more fun to actually play it yourself, just with every game. But it looked really interesting. It was different than I think a lot of games. It was different than Halo. It was different than Call of Duty. It was a very big mesh between the two, and that's expected as both teams are actually working on that game. Mostly Bungie, but which made Halo, if you didn't know that. You probably did, but anyway, just FYI. Yeah, oh crap, forgot to play the game. Anyway, yeah, so, anyways, sorry about that. Yeah, so, it just looks really cool, and the character designs and everything look insane, and I really just can't wait to try it out for myself, to be honest. I'm very excited for it, and I know you can be like a human and this weird kind of like special, you know, lighter type person that's like kind of an elf. I'm sorry, I didn't get to know with it that well. I'll get to know it better when I actually play the game, which I probably will. Well, yeah, like 90% sure I'm going to, and like 70% sure I'll have a PS4 by my birthday. Wink wink, thanks parents. If not, I'll probably end up getting one later, although it will take me a long time, because I've been saving up for just the games, because I want to buy a bunch of games, and games are really expensive. They come out, I mean, I'm normally able to get a deal like a couple of weeks later for like, you know, $50 instead of 60, but it's kind of crazy. I definitely want, if I do not get it along with a console, which I want a white PS4 with Destiny. If I don't get it along with the console, then I will grab it for $60 because I want it right when it comes out. I'm really excited for it, and yeah. So anyway, excuse me. Yeah. So that's the first game I'm really excited for. Second game, I'm excited for Arkham Knight. That looks really cool. I'm a fan of this series. I know I was doing a playthrough of Arkham Asylum, but I feel like people were just watching that to comment and say, oh, good, and then didn't actually watch the video. I feel like nobody's actually watching the video. I know you guys voted on me to do that playthrough out of the games I had, but I feel like nobody's watching it because everybody's played it. And I understand it's a great game, but I feel like everyone's played it, and it's just not fun to watch a game you've played as much. Now, that doesn't apply to all games, such as I'm watching Generic PB play Spore, and I've played Spore. I love Spore. Hint, hint, if you want me to do some Spore, I might do that. Probably not right now. Probably in like a month or two. But yeah, I do really enjoy Spore. That is a really fun game, in my opinion. Anyway, yeah, and I'm still able to watch somebody play it. So yeah, Arkham Knight games. First off, it looks amazing. The graphics look amazing. The weird thing I thought though was like that weird poster of I don't know if it's a poster. It's an image of Batman looking like right at you, and his eyes are kind of like red and popping, and his face looks very weird. Just like really strange. I don't think that's what he's normally gonna look like in the game, because I thought Bruce Wayne was supposed to normally be pretty handsome. But anyway, yeah, other than that, it looks fantastic. I'm excited about the Batmobile and all the upgrades and all this stuff. It looks absolutely sick. I do hope they change up the mechanics a bit. You know, the fighting mechanics are good. They can keep those. I hope they change some stuff. There's some stuff they could remove and some stuff they could add. I hope they do that. I hope they don't just... Pretty much what they did with Arkham Origins, they barely added anything, I feel, with Arkham Origins, and I actually didn't play through the game. I've just been watching my little brother play it on our Wii U. Yes, I have a Wii U, and I actually really enjoy the Wii U. I don't understand why more people don't enjoy it, and I'll talk about that here in a second, as we're pretty near the end of the video. We're more than 3/4 through. Anyway, yeah. Quite a bit more, I think. I don't know. I'm bad at measuring all this up. Anyway, so yeah, it looks really good. I hope they do change up the mechanics, because it's getting a little old, and Arkham Origins, from what I saw of my little brother playing it, it looks exactly the same. The tools look the same, everything looks the same. I know it didn't get a Game of the Year like the past two, so I mean, you know, that's expected. You can't win them all, but Arkham Knight looks very promising if they do the right things. So yeah, those are my two that I'm very excited for. No Man's Sky looks very cool as well. If I had an Xbox One, or were planning to get an Xbox One, I would be very excited for the Halo Master Chief Collection. because I haven't played any of the old Halos. I know, what? Jake, you haven't played the Halos? I watched it when I was like 4 at some dude's house. I wasn't supposed to, and I didn't even know that. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I have no idea anything about the campaign. Please don't spoil it for me. That'd be pretty rude, to be honest. Because I do like responding to you guys, and if you spoil stuff for me, that just ruins it for everybody, and it puts a bad taste in your mouth. I hope if you have any sort of good, what's the word I'm looking for? If you have a sense of humanity, that's really over exaggerating, but yeah, it's not nice to spoil things, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, yeah, so that looks cool. I didn't really get to know what No Man's Sky was. Master Chief Collection looks great. Also Halo 5 looks pretty cool. I'm not as excited for it because it looks kind of exactly the same to the rest from what I've seen of it. I should probably look into it some more, and I'll probably get more excited. But even though I won't be actually playing it, but I can always watch people play through the games if I want. So that's cool, I guess. And yeah, so I'm excited for some cool playthroughs, I guess, because I don't plan on buying the Xbox One unless I somehow get an extra $500 in my pocket at any point in the future, which will not happen, I can tell you, especially because I'm normally very busy with school. And the most I can ever sum up during the summer, and this summer I was very lucky, it's around $300. That's all I got right now, and that's what I'm saving for games. If I have anything left, I might get a second monitor. That'd be really nice. But yeah, because that messed up my recording a little while ago while I was recording. Hint, hint, the special thing with the people that you'll see later. Anyways, if you guys are still watching the video, I'm now going to talk about the Wii U and the reasons why I find the Wii U fan-freaking-tastic and the things that Nintendo could improve on in the Wii U. First off, let's talk about improval. The Wii U is great. The graphics are pretty good. They do need kind of upping to compete with, especially the PlayStation 4. But yeah, I mean, it looks fine. It honestly doesn't bother me that much as it does other people. I definitely notice it, but it's not for me it's not the games I would play something like Destiny on. You know, I would play Destiny on a PS4, and you know, maybe my little brother will get to play Destiny on the Wii U because it's rated T, apparently, which is really cool. And I would have been excited for that back when I wasn't allowed to play M games. Because, I mean, I find that great. Some people might not like it. They're like, oh, that just means it's going to be lame. I don't find it that way at all. I mean, it just means that more kids will be able to play it. That's what I loved about the Uncharted series. That's why I have Uncharted 3. I didn't get the first two. I didn't have enough money at the time, so I was just like, screw it, I'll just skip. And I got Uncharted 3, and that was a lot of fun. And I could play it because it was rated teen, which was great. And then I played Infamous, and very shortly after I played Infamous, I was allowed to play like Call of Duty and stuff like that. Now I'm basically allowed to play any end games. Other than GTA, my parents really don't like GTA, and I personally, you guys can hate as much as you want on this, but I do not like GTA at all. I find it a very disturbing, very evil game. It's more evil than other things, and it's just the fact that you can like rape women in that game is completely ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous that they would allow that on something. So I don't like it. I feel like it's just full of crime and there's nothing in it. And you know, it's different than playing as like a super villain or somebody, you know, and then like Wolfenstein where you like shoot Nazis. Okay, great. You know, but I don't like it. It's not good. It doesn't feel good to me. It feels like it's really bad, and I just don't want to play it ever. It doesn't interest me either. It looks extremely boring from the small images I've actually seen and what I've heard of it. I've heard lots of it from my friends who like all play it, but I do not think it's even cool at all. I've seen some kids like play it on their iPad or something too. But anyway, yeah, I don't like it. It reminds me also of Watch Dogs, which I found not in like the bad sense, but in the sense that it's very boring. and like it's a giant city and you have no idea what to do, even though it's a huge city with like tons of stuff. Anyway, yeah, the things that I really like about the Wii U, the Wii U does need to get more games that are for other consoles on them. They very much need to do that. They need to make sure. And actually, I don't think Destiny is gonna be on the Wii U, so you can't even like play it on the Wii U. Oops, misinformation by me. But yeah, anyway, yeah, they need stuff like Destiny on them to up their gameplay. It's something they very desperately need, and they seem to be stubborn about exclusives, which isn't good, because, I mean, their exclusives are great. It's great that they make them. I love Mario. I love Mario Kart. I don't have Mario Kart 8 yet. I'm gonna get it. I plan on it at least. But, yeah, it looks fantastic, and I love all the Mario games. New Super Mario Bros. For the DS was, and I came into videos pretty late when I was like 8 or 9, and I was barely allowed to play any of them, so I didn't really get into actually playing the game until I was about 10. So yeah, Super Mario DS, New Super Mario Bros. DS was my first the game that I really liked, and I just had to complete it. Me and my brother completed it together, and I've completed that game like 7 times or 8 times now. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so the Wii U, what I really like about it, you can see the screen. Okay, you can play games while people in your living room are watching TV and have earphones in and listen to it. That's fantastic. You can watch Netflix on it. Okay, and it's bigger than your phone, remember? So you can watch TV shows while your family isn't. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Sorry if I have to cut it off short there. Now you're seeing a black screen, but I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace, guys, and bye.